Hey folks, Dan Leppell here with Midwest Outdoors, and we are in Maumee, Ohio today. We're going to check out the legendary Maumee River walleye run, and we are actually at Maumee Bait and Tackle Shot, and right here I've got Buckshot, Serena.
Yeah.
Serena, why don't you walk me through, we've been here once.
Okay. Don't
really know it very well. Walk me through what's going on the river right now and what I need to be to have rigged up to be successful on the water today.
Yeah, absolutely. So the setup that we're going to see most frequently is going to be referred to as the Carolina rig. The water's up right now. It's dropped over the last couple days, but it's still pretty high. So we're still going to be seeing a lot of 3/4 ounce in most spots. If you're fishing some fast rapids, maybe 1.5 ounces.
Okay.
So it's important that when you cast out, you make sure you feel that bounce along the bottom. So if you're not feeling it bounce, you need to mess around with your weight. Either it's getting swept away in the current and we need to go up, or it's just sitting there and getting snagged right away. So we got to lighten up.
I've got 15 to 20 pound braid on a few rods. I've got pure fluoro on some others.
Okay. I'd go with the braid.
Okay, we'll go with the braid.
Preferably like the 15 is what I run. And then for your leader line, you just want it to be a monofilament and a little bit lighter. So 10, 12. And then next up is our floating jig heads. There are strict hook regulations set in place this time of year. So it's single hook only, and then it can only be a 1/2 inch from tip to shank. Okay. So you gotta make sure everything you're buying is legal. Of course, everything we sell is legal, of course.
So to reiterate, does it have to be a floater, or can we use a leaded weight?
You can use a lead head, You can use live bait if you want to tip it on there,
All right, just very particular about the hook shape.
Size.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so what colors am I gonna need today?
Today, I would go with some darker colors. So on the gloomy overcast days, we recommend the purples, glow, and then similar recommendations for the twister tails that you'll tip it with. Our motor oil is really popular.
All right.
Same with purple.
Okay.
Over here, as you can see, we're a little picked out today, so it must have been popular. Fire Tiger and Christmas lights are always some of my two most popular right there.
Thanks, Serena, for all the information. I think we've got all the stuff, so let's head to the register, pay for it, and I'm gonna hit the river.
Awesome, good luck out there today. I hope you come back with the limit.
All right, so we made it down to the river, and you may recognize Brian Miller here. He took us out last year, and I called him up. Hey, Brian, you gotta show me a good time again. So Brian, thanks for having us down. So what's the walleye bite been looking like so far this season?
Yeah, actually the walleye have been really good this season. We've actually had some higher water that's brought in a ton of fish, and it just has the action super hot right now.
So we hit it right at the prime time, huh?
You did, absolutely.
Let's catch some fish then.
Yeah, fish on. Nice, Edwin.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, nobody's gonna leave now.
Right? What are you talking about leaving?
That's all it takes. No, actually Edwin's got a good one here. Actually, here it comes up. Edwin, you want me to net it? Nice job.
Nice. You know, when lines are crossing and whatnot, you know, just attitude makes the difference, doesn't it?
It does. It's really important that everybody kind of works together, and when there's a tangle, you just retie and get the other guys back fishing.
But then you just netted his fish as well, and you know, again, working together, making sure everybody's successful, because when we have a good attitude on the water, even if it's a bad day, it's a successful day.
Absolutely, and everybody down on the Maumee, they're pretty cool. Everybody's always super nice, willing to help each other out. It's always a good time.
Hooked up?
Hooked up.
There you go.
Yep.
Fish on, that one feels good. Actually came right out of the rapids.
So making progress, but she's still trying to pull drag.
Yeah, we're gonna surface him. You're right here, I'm good.
In the mouth.
Perfect.
Nice, good eater. That's a real good eater.
That's actually a perfect eater size right there. In the Maumee, during the run, we get a lot of fish of that size. Anywhere from 15 inches is the minimum size. Get a lot of 15, 18, 20, 21 inch fish. Those are great fish. A lot of people catch females. People let those go to be conservation minded. Some people can keep them. According to the DNR, you can keep anything you want, whether it's a male or female. All right, that's a perfect cast. Normally when we cast out in the Maumee, you want to go straight out, and then you want to walk that lure straight down the rapids, kind of bounce down the rapids, and wait for the fish to actually grab your lure. Oftentimes you start to get them on the swing. Fish will sit behind the rapids, and as soon as you do, you want to set that hook.
Hooked up, Brian.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Bring it in here. Oh, flip him. Nice.
Ooh. Except for I gotta toss him back.
Not legal.
Not legal. Right in the eye.
But very silver.
A lot of times when there's no color on them, they just came in out of the lake.
So now the fish come up in waves, correct?
Yeah, they do. They do. And a big bunch just came up.
All right, and what typically triggers that?
Usually higher water, so we're actually on the downturn of the higher water conditions. And so a little bit warmer weather and the higher water really pushes them in the river. So what you're feeling for out there is as the lure bounces along the bottom, you want to feel for one of two things: either the absence of a bounce, which usually means the fish picked up the lure, or you'll feel kind of a soft pull or a soft pickup on the lure. Those are critical to pay attention for you to actually be able to set the hook and catch fish.
Now, Brian, the weight that we are using, that's absolutely critical to ensure a hookup, correct?
It is. The weight's really the most important piece there. Either getting just the right amount of weight to bounce along, but not too much to get snagged up in the rocks.
Showing everybody up.
Yes, sir. That's a head shaker, too.
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
We're gonna need a net on that one.
Oh, that's good. That's good fish.
So you see the fish is surfing out there, but he's really just trying to let the rod just kind of take all the impact, not horse it a whole lot, and just slowly work its way in. And there we go, caught fish. Nice job.
Thank you, brother. All right, being from Toledo, you know, this is our backyard, and we have a lot of people come from out of town, and we welcome all of them. You know, it's everyone's fishery, and there's too many fish in here for just us here in Ohio. So right here, this is the best walleye fishery for spawning walleye that you can find. And if you don't come out here, you're making a big mistake. It's just nothing but fun, and it doesn't cost you but a little bit of money and a little trip down the road, and you can have some walleye in your freezer.
So we're off the water, we got our bucket of fish, and we're back here in the parking lot of Maumee Bait and Tackle at Josh's Fish Cleaning Service. And I also have here the Fish Crafter 7-inch knife from Benchmade. I want to put this in the hand of a real professional and see what his opinion is on this great fillet knife. So Josh, how long have you been doing this, and how many fish do you think you cut up a season?
This is my 18th season in the river.
Wow.
I figure anywhere from 10 to 20,000 fish a year.
So you really know your way around a blade.
Yes, sir.
So now this is the first time you've had your hand on this Benchmade Fish Crafter. Give us your feedback. What are you feeling? How are you liking it?
I like it, honestly. It's nice and flexible, sharp. I like the handle.
So Josh, as a professional fish cleaner, a sharp knife is really important. Can you expound on some of the reasons why?
Yeah, sharp knife's always key. A dull knife will cut you. You want to be in control. You don't want to be forcing a knife, fighting a knife. It should go through smooth, even cuts. It makes your fillets look better, and it's safer. You don't slip and cut yourself.
When you're looking for a knife, you know, what are some of the features you're looking for?
The handle, the way it feels in my hand, the flexibility for a fillet knife. I'm gonna end up going to buying one.
All Benchmade knives are made in the USA, so you know you're getting a really high quality product. You can check them out at benchmade.com. So we've had a great time out here on the Maumee River today. I want to thank everybody for helping us out. I know I'm going to be back again next year. If you want to find more information about the Maumee River Run, check out the website below on Facebook. And Midwest Outdoors will be right back.